And now, Barcelona have decided to make a move. He's going to go there on loan with an option to buy for next season. I think it's a good move for everybody. Rashford is happy. Manchester United is happy to get him off his wage bill. Everybody is happy. Also, congratulations to Rashford. He has already landed in Barcelona this morning to complete his move to Barcelona. Good morning, guys. Welcome to Vote Sports on Vote 104.3 FM. My name is Godwin, and today we are going to talk about transfers and some of the pre-season games that is happening and upcoming pre-season games. We are going to talk about other, especially transfers today. Good morning, Bowie. How are you?
Yeah, good morning, guys. I'm good, and welcome to the show.
Good morning, John.
Yeah, good morning, Godwin. Sensational morning to all football fans and football maniacs out there.
Then, good morning, also.
Something happened in the weekend that wasn't loud. Something happened in the weekend, but we'll get into the show proper. We'll talk about it.
Okay, remember, guys, we are live on YouTube at Bold FM Sports. You can go there, drop your comments. We'll be reading your comments live here in the studio. Okay, let's start with the big one. Yesterday, that move broke that Rashford is going to move to Barcelona, and everybody, when it was posted on the internet, he had one of the most liked sports story on the weekend. So Rashford moving to Barcelona, I think, is a good thing for everybody. It's a good move for Rashford. He's going to play Champions League football, challenge for the La Liga, challenge for all the titles. And he can play from the left and he can play from that middle. Remember, Lewandowski is about assisted 7 years. So he can play, if he wants to play from that striker position, he can play there. He can play from the left if Rafinha is not available. So good move for all parties. Good move for Manchester United. Good move for Rashford too.
Yeah, I would say good move for not all parties, good move for some parties, because let's say I'm not super excited about this news because personally I feel FCB are about to receive a Trojan horse, and one way I'm entitled to my opinion, right? So FCB may just be about to receive a Trojan horse. Manchester United are going to get a fee if they do not make this loan a permanent move, which means good for Manchester United. As for Rashford, I feel like we are rewarding an ungrateful player.
Ha! I feel ungrateful.
I feel we are rewarding an ungrateful player. So anybody, we've seen we are setting a precedent now. Whatever happens to Rashford becomes canon for every other player. We've seen this happen a couple of decades ago in the basketball world, when for the first time Michael Jordan was offered 10% of every sale of any Jordan shoe. And since then, billions of dollars have gone to athletes. This time around, we are seeing a precedent where an unhappy player at a set club that has given him everything decides to bottle the season for the team, goes out on loan. You had a good loan spell, right? Why they not keep you? You are back to Manchester United.
No.
It's very simple now. It's because it's a simple matter because Aston Villa can't pay salaries. It's a simple mathematics there. It's because they're going to keep him as a full-time player. He might say get a small price to pay to Manchester United for transfer fee, but the salary will not come down. Don't forget. Let's be clear.
The fee is not even small.
See,
40 million no be small.
So let's be clear.
Aston Villa at the moment no get 40
truth is,
million.
let's be clear. Yes, you say Manchester United gave him everything, but the player gave them everything. In his prime, he played a very, very beautiful for Manchester United. The whole issue started from
Man United every
no. Excuse me.
Thank you.
No.
For once,
You can't say that.
For once.
One player,
he's a good
one
player.
One player cannot make a team.
Yes.
Because when Rashford was scoring, there were some transfers that took place.
Now one season he
Hold on now.
scored.
Who will give him the passes to score? He got Bruno Fernandes. When he came in, Ten Hag, I think for Ten Hag now everything started.
No, I think he started under Ole.
Exactly. So
Mourinho had his say about him.
You will not
Ole
blame him.
play
The question
him.
is very simple. If I to say Rashford, you have sold him since for big money. So all these coach doesn't like him, coach puts him on the bench. The truth is this: there's some players that have grown not just on footballing level, they've grown in stature in a club. Now, if Arteta does this kind of thing to Saka, the same thing will happen. No matter what I say, yes or no, because you cannot see just. I know you say no player is bigger than the club.
Yes.
But there are players who are very big that the club has to use a certain level of wisdom to deal with them.
Yeah.
Rashford at that point was the biggest player in United until now Bruno Fernandes and the rest of them. So yes,
It makes sense. Imagine that.
Because
after 3 years,
you tell him one thing, one coach come and say on the bench, he's not scoring.
Maybe 400,000
I think Rashford for Man United was not the biggest player in the team because
who was there?
You look at him.
Young players,
one of the big young players.
Exactly.
You look at the team. You had the Harry Maguire who came in as a big name, at the time
Oga,
Maguire came in.
the
Now
truth is,
let's not forget that. Let's not
Maguire
forget
came
that.
from Leicester City.
Let's
You cannot come Maguire and call Rashford.
Let's not forget that there was a PP in that team.
Who's
as well.
PP against
Paul
them?
Pogba.
There was a Paul Pogba in that team. There was an Ibrahimovic when Rashford started pulling the
No.
That was
See
under
the point.
Mourinho and the rest of them.
Ibrahimovic came
Now-
at his old age.
Now
Rashford was
he's
one of
still
the
the
best
big
players
name
in
in the
United. See the
Now-
point.
No,
What
I'm
he's
still
saying is
saying.
this, I'm okay with it. Go to Barcelona.
Mm.
They're going to pay all his salaries. That's what I like.
Yes,
He's
yes.
happy. So if they're not signing for full, you go back. Let's see what Hans Flick can create out of this guy, because Hans Flick has done some magic with some Barcelona
Yes.
players.
No
Rafinha
doubt.
was almost leaving, and he turned him into a beast.
No doubt.
Now Lewandowski is 35 or 36.
36 years,
I'm
yes.
very sure Rashford will play as a striker, because
Yeah, after
he
this
cannot
he might
bench
leave.
Yamal. He cannot bench Rafinha. So Rashford might even be playing from the bench. Let me sincere, because I don't think he will go and bench Lewandowski, who has just one very good full season with Barcelona, and he will leave. So it's possible if Hans Flick does a magic with Rashford.
They will sign him
They'll sign him
permanently.
permanently. So that when this guy leaves,
Lewandowski
Lewandowski can play. Because imagine you have a Rashford 27 years old, a small boy. You have Rashford, you have Rafinha, you have Yamal. It's going to be a very, very good forward line. So all parties happy at the moment. But what you're saying is this: he has set the presidency, yes, and it's not too good, because now players can try to misbehave like this and still have their way. But the question is, Manchester United is a club. Why don't they have strong minds to know how to manage the situation?
That's footballing matters coming back to ground now, because I've said this before. The Glazers and Ed Woodward, they spoil structure of Man United, because at some point you could see, I know about a couple of agents that called Ed Woodward on phone that, we have this talent for you, come and sign him, and Ed will be like, he's not My United.
Thank you.
I remember specifically the likes of Harry Maguire. Moyes wanted him for £4 million from Hull City. That was Harry Maguire, and the quote was, he is not Manchester United quality, and they went on to get him Fellaini.
How many years later they spent how much?
Now wait, you will say he needed time to grow. At that point, Hull City Maguire was one of the best defensive midfielders, centre back. Now they went in to get Moyes a Fellaini. Fellaini, Man United fans know how that deal went, how that matter went. Now for Rashford, he's coming to a team and he's done well. I'm not going to say he has done exceptionally well. He has done well for some time, because every manager that comes into Man United fold sees Rashford as his best player. First season, he does well. If manager managed to stay 3 years. First season, he does well. Second season, the third season of the manager is out. Results keep dropping. Now under Ten Hag, numbers first season. I think that was the first season he broke the numbers that John was there. He scored the most goals for Ten Hag's first season.
The question is why?
Second season, how?
He has it in him to do that.
Let me
Numbers
say
game.
something
Yes.
in this Rashford issue. For example, when he moved to Aston Villa, for him to bench their number 9, Watkins, means that he's good.
He has it in the ball. The boy get ball.
The point about, I think one of the problems with Manchester United is that the club keeps dropping. So everybody will find an scapegoat in a team.
And he's the man.
If that team was doing well, probably winning the league at Manchester City, nobody will question Rashford. Even
At all.
the problem now is that now they are not doing well. Every team is looking for a scapegoat, because you tell me that he goes to Aston Villa, started on the bench, suddenly the coach trusted him in a Champions League. When you have Watkins on the bench, you play him as a number 9. That means he's good. If he's not good, you not even try to put him on the starting lineup.
Godwin,
I've never
if he's that good, he would have. If he's that good,
no, so excuse me.
He would have negotiated for a pay cut from his wages.
Thank
Why?
you.
There's something.
Why?
You say, okay, see, we can't pay you your wages, but we want you in the club.
Why?
Can you take at least 30% pay
I
cut?
think the problem,
It's possible, because see, if you want to play for a team, you want to play full time.
I think why he kept quiet is that probably Barcelona has been looking for him from January. So it's
Spanish
better,
people are bad
it's better,
people.
it's better that he takes a pay cut and goes to Barcelona than takes the pay cut and goes to Aston Villa. It's common sense.
Let me read something for you. What Terry Sheringham said. You know, they're all Babylonian.
Yeah, Babele the guy, yes.
Look at what he said. He said, to hear him talking about what he said that he wants out, just like Aubameyang, this or Arsenal, he doesn't like it. He now said, I hope Rashford doesn't get the move he's looking for. He now said,
About Babele now.
he said, from my perspective, if you go from Manchester United to Barcelona, that is a step up, and he doesn't deserve it. What do you mean? How can a former player be saying that kind of thing about another player?
Yeah,
Doesn't deserve to play Barcelona.
They are
He doesn't deserve it, because if you look at his chart, if you look at his performance season on season, you can see one good season for every 3 seasons of three bad seasons for every 1 season of
let's give us
one
and
good season now.
then secondly, Godwin, remember with regards to Rashford's case, I've always said it here that talent is not the issue. I think Rashford needs a shrink that work with him psychologically.
Thank you.
That's
who go give her the shrink?
Now the club where they play
Why
for
they
them
not
go
doing it? I
provide
told
that
you,
for am
the
now.
club should find a solution. They could not find it.
I keep saying it. All this problem is because Manchester United has been falling.
It's not about Manchester United falling.
If, for example, if they were doing well, nobody will talk about Rashford. If they are winning the how many players? Okay, at some point Manchester City was winning the league, but Greenish used to party. Nobody talks about it
exactly
because they are winning
Nobody's
league.
talking about what you do off the pitch. We're talking about how you get results
On the pitch, Papa no dey. You go dispossess and you go dey solo dey come back.
See. And at some point we talk about Grealish. Now they talk say Grealish is a good player. I've always called him.
You watch Barcelona. When they lose the ball, does Lewandowski come back to
You see everybody running.
Lewandowski for the attack. I can
Even
play highlights.
No, I've said it before. See, forget that Man United fans or people are looking for scapegoats. In short, that Man United setup, according to the performance last season, everybody was a scapegoat.
Only Bruno,
including Amorim and Bruno. Everybody was a scapegoat last season. And I still came on this show to tell you that at some point of the season, you saw a revamped Casemiro. You saw a reborn Casemiro creating chances, possessing the midfield like some king.
My question is that
now, again, you talk about Man United and talk about who is going to. I support Teddy in this.
I am happy.
I support Teddy.
Nah,
that's my own. Secondly, talking about this. Excuse me.
Up.
Secondly, talking about this.
Saying this thing,
It's an undeserved
what do you
move
mean?
up.
Why?
He have not performed for United.
Why?
Nothing you want tell me.
Understand.
Why?
Do well, make you go up. You go
Why?
do well. They say. I can't make kocha cake, but I can't put a kocha can.
Why won't
if you
go?
do well?
So they have not done well for Manchester United.
He has not done well, Oga. Do you need a shrink
There is
to
no
tell
difference
you?
between you and this guy you just
Do
mentioned.
you need
All
a
of them.
shrink to
Exactly.
tell you?
See,
all of that same thing. What you say that
under Ole Gunnar
well.
Solskjaer, he did well. That the only thing I remember when I see Marcus Rashford or when I hear Marcus Rashford now, the only image that comes to my head is the comeback against PSG
Thank you.
in Ole's interim season as an interim manager. The comeback against PSG, the comeback against Barcelona in Ole's first season. After those 2 seasons, if you talk about Marcus Rashford, I'll be like, what's his numbers? Aside from those 2 seasons, where Ole was still an interim manager, 2019 or so or thereabouts.
So
aside from those
you guys have been happier if Rashford was signed in Brighton.
That's what it means.
It's even better if you go Leeds United.
Can you imagine this guy?
If you go Stoke
All
City,
about Bele now.
if you go Stoke City,
It's
it's
not
better.
possible because
Do you know
there
what
are
I'm
players
saying?
that have gone to a certain level.
Do you know what I'm saying?
They either remain there or they go up. Simple.
And the Carreras, did you not go up and come down?
Thank you.
Godwin.
Godwin.
No, you don't do well for Liverpool.
Arsenal's
From where
wingers.
to where?
Arsenal's wingers last season dropped 50% productivity wise in terms of GA. What happened this summer? Not be non-Imaloke don't rush sign bring in.
If what I'm saying that
Not be
if-
reinforcement they
wait
go
now.
carry. They say no. I believe my boys they will deliver again.
Wait,
Let's
what
Whatever.
I'm
Let me
saying
talk
that
about
if
that
They are
Rashford-
reinforcing in
if
that
Rashford-
position.
If Rashford was a bad player, I'm telling you, he will not start for Aston Villa.
Number
We
one.
have a Watkins the
Number
two.
one.
If
You
you
know
that
Barcelona.
pass player,
John Duran
Arsenal
don't
will
go
not
now.
come.
John Duran did that team. He go
Number
start.
two.
John Duran don't go now.
I'm saying
And
that.
they got the only available cover in that
Wait,
position.
And you played
Let's-
the
let's-
one.
let's cover
And
and
started. Doesn't make sense.
Let's be honest here.
Come
Let's
on.
be honest here. We're talking about just one match where he started ahead of Oli Watkins.
Thank you.
Where Unai Emery was trying to experiment.
in Champions League.
Yeah, he was trying to experiment.
Champions League quarterfinals.
He was trying to experiment.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
Pep no do am. You know
I
many
hear you.
quarterfinals Pep experiment.
Oliver
Well,
is
So
not-
that
not
means
injured.
that's why it's not good enough for him to start.
you can experiment. Okay, see, I need pace. I wait now. Look at it. Like I said, wait. I need pace.
Didn't it work?
If I'm playing and look at that same match you're talking about now, Aston Villa kind of mostly played a low block,
Thank you.
which means they played on the break. Most of that game, if you look at that, if you go back and look at that game where you talk about Rashford starting ahead of Oli Watkins, they didn't hold on. They were not playing possession-based football like before. They were playing counter-attacking football in that particular game, which means they needed all the pace they could lay their hands on. And Marcus Rashford, Milan, and Roger Morgans was one of those pace they needed. Oli Watkins was not as fast as these three players. Even the likes of Asienso started in that game behind the striker. What happened to
no matter what we
Martin?
speak for now tomorrow,
Rashford is a good
he's a
player.
good player. If
Nobody
not,
said he's not a
big
good player,
teams
but
will not want him.
nobody said he's not
Good
a
for
good player.
United to get him off their book salary, but because Barcelona are paying everything of his wages, and good thing for him to go strive
simple
his
as
leg
that.
outside the game of England and see what he can do. And I hope he plays very well this season and see what will happen in England.
I hope he doesn't bottle FCB title.
What will he? But will he be starting? So Lewandowski and Yama will not go bottle them. Now Rashford will go bottle their league for
when
them.
you reach semi-final or quarter-final, you need somebody to come in and score for you. I will ask you this question.
People that started.
I will ask you this question.
People started.
I will ask you this question again.
Okay, 3 people started.
When Lewandowski goes on injury and this guy cannot score one goal, open goal,
no problem.
I will ask you that question again.
You are saying that 3 people started and they could not score a goal. That you put in as somebody in 15 minutes, you expect him to just save you.
Not be bench from my what other job does he have? They have 0 minutes for Arsenal. And what's his name? The babyface assassin did it for Manchester United. Yes?
Okay, what I'm asking you.
What are we saying, man?
What I'm asking, what if he goes to, sometimes we talk about this in the negative side. What if he goes there and become a superstar? What happens with that? What will you say there?
Then they should pay the 60.
No, what will you say?
They should come and pay the complete money and buy him.
Leave this thing where
because at the same time we talk, Aston Villa, there was that
Manchester City bought players. There is no reason that they will hit. They can still flop.
All of them, many of them.
This guy Liverpool bought Ekitike that we're going to talk about now can only score maybe 6 goals in Premier League. There's no guarantee that he's going to score 20.
Only.
The Florian Wirtz that they bought might not even score 5.
You see Florian Wirtz in the last match?
Wait, Nunes where they buy, what happened? Right back. One of the best midfielders in England. That time we play for Wolves.
The point about transfers, I keep saying it. Transfers are 50-50 hits.
Anything can happen.
Anything can happen. Injuries can happen. Form can happen. Anything can happen. It's only few players that can
come back from injury. If you come back from injury, you perform.
You might be shocked now. Even this season, Isak will score 18 goals. Everybody will shock.
Yes.
That's
it's possible now.
You show me that say Isak go deliver 20.
For Newcastle.
How will you prove it?
Bro, go and look at his stats, man.
Hold on. No, we're not arguing that.
Arguing that.
Have you not seen when this thing happens, like, the time to make a move, you didn't make it, for example. And the next thing you say, Newcastle say, well, I'm going to keep him, he scored 12 goals. Why? Injuries can happen, may not still go to score. Football, like you said, it's 50-50.
With Elanga in that team,
you know that sometimes
Isak no score goal.
You know what people don't understand about players? For example, Isak can go home and be having marital problems, or and his girlfriend because or his mother will die. He will lose form. Anything can happen. People don't understand about football. Human beings are football and human beings.
But Godwin, this thing you are saying that the probability is, let me say, infinitesimal, because we know that this is a proven talent.
Yes. But we have seen proven talents go up and go down.
Do you know what it means to land an airplane on a lightning bolt?
Have you not seen? Okay, look at Michu. Michu as for Swansea. If you can remember Michu, 2 seasons up. After the 3rd season,
he never recovered.
Make that move. He didn't make that move. He started dropping until he faded away.
Oh my man!
Things can happen. Everybody knew Michu. 2 years. See what he do for 2 premiership for next.
Michu single-handedly the guy United they put for top 10 of table.
Even this boy now, Juventus striker, that lefty now, what do they call him? Vlahovic. When he was hot for 2 seasons,
Florentina.
Move. He said no. One more season. Juventus now. He's gone. That's football for him.
Juventus and played half
season. And that is it.
Okay, Rashford is going to move to Barcelona.
Congrats, my man.
To him is that he already landed in Barcelona.
We shall see. Rashford, don't worry, we shall see.
So he's going to do his medical today and officially sign for Barcelona. Barcelona have their man. I think since January they have been looking at that Rashford deal. He didn't work at January. He moved to Aston Villa and he did well at Aston Villa. Came back to Manchester United. They collected his number 10 jersey and gave it to Cunha. Now he's going to move to Barcelona. And probably he will help Barcelona, probably that X factor for Barcelona to go through that line in the Champions League next season. But congratulations to everybody in Manchester United is off Manchester United wage bill, and Barcelona will pay 100% of his wage bill, even though he took about 40% of pay cut to move to Barcelona. So congratulations to every one of them. Okay, let's go to our YouTube channel to read some of the comments before we talk about other transfers. Remember, guys, we are live on YouTube at Vote FM. With Paparazzi Beats.
Yes.
Welcome back to the show. He said, I like Rashford is a good deal for Barcelona. Yes, thank you for that. Even me as a normal fan, I think I enjoyed that particular transfer. Okay, Tima, welcome to the show. He said, listening to the media, you could swear Rashford was not good. So Flick is stupid for getting Rashford. He's laughing. So yes, if you listen to the media, you think that Rashford is one player that knows how to play football, but he has showed that he deserves that move. Hopefully, he will do well at Barcelona. Okay, Nathaniel, good morning and welcome to the show. Say Rashford going to Barcelona is because he took 15% pay cut. If not, the move will not be possible. Barca will will do him as they did Felix.
Oh,
Rashford
wow.
don't track back, and that's one of his major problems.
Yes.
I think he tracked back at Aston Villa because I watched him at Aston Villa.
He
but let's
didn't.
not- He did. No, they talk that one.
The maximum line Rashford got
He
was the
pressed well.
midfield.
He pressed well and defended well for Aston Villa. Let's not.
How many games though?
Let's talk about
How
this
many
whole
minutes?
thing.
Not when you play 15
Leave
minutes
these
in one
people.
match, you
Nah,
track
nah,
back.
About
and
Bellingham,
then you
bro.
come back.
Okay, let's continue. Atana Lama is saying, I blame Manchester United for the free hand they gave these players in
Thank
Manchester
you.
United. He will track back now in Barcelona because he is seeing a manager who cannot look down on, and the World Cup will make him do his best. Okay, finally, finally saying he did that because of the manager. Okay, talking about him tracking back at Aston Villa. Okay, Farouk, welcome to the show. Farouk is saying, I think Rashford will get a chance to play when there is no two options available in the wings. I see him falling out of favor in the team when Barcelona gets their full squad fit. All people are about bettering this guy. It's not fair.
It's just the way it is.
Okay, Chukwuebuka is saying, good morning, guys. Okay, you guys should show some respect to who's that?
Boglarana. That's Barcelona.
Okay.
That's Rashford.
Okay,
Yeah.
Rashford. Okay, no more a Manchester United player. Rashford at Catalonia is a welcome development. We Carreras are happy for Rashford's advent. So okay, let's see what happens with him. Okay,
Visa
finally,
Barcelona.
okay, say Visa Barcelona, Visa Catalonia. Barcelona is trending. Oh yes, Barcelona is
So
trending.
I will snap this one and keep it somewhere. Don't worry.
Let me be
We
frank.
know now.
Let me be frank. But he is going to be a hit.
Baba, there's no such thing.
No.
There's no
Oh,
such
now you
thing
know.
as a short
Okay,
thing.
now you-
I've told you
Oh,
before.
you are very sure what you're saying he's not going to do well.
I've told. I am
So
sure.
now it's a 50-50 thing.
It's not a 50-50 thing.
Okay.
It's a 90-10 thing.
Okay.
Okay, don't worry.
90-10.
Season is long.
Wait, let's be honest though.
Season is long, so let's leave it.
I'm not saying he's not going to do well at Barcelona. He's going to do exceptionally well at Barcelona. Rafinha has come in to tell him, if you're coming to play in the left, you're coming to work twice as hard. And you know Rafinha can play as a number 10 behind the striker, or perhaps a number 8 behind the striker, and also as a false 9 at some point. Or can play from the right. Rashford can play as a number 10, can play as a striker, and can play mostly from the left. Now you have 3 of these players who can fluidly switch formation, which is what Hansi Flick would want in his team. He can come in and say, okay, Lewandowski, please, can you just sit on the bench some couple of matches, let Rashford play,
Because
and see how
he is old.
the team rotates.
Exactly.
And you're forgetting that in that same Barcelona team, they have a Ferran Torres.
Thank
He's
you.
not a striker.
Ferran Torres
He's not a striker.
Oh wow.
is not a
What are
what?
you saying now?
Oh,
He wasn't
wow.
a striker.
He has never been a striker.
Never been a
Now
striker.
let Pep you know, from
wow.
first night they
But
play.
Valencia, I play him as striker.
He
I
has
was
never
there.
been a striker.
Oh, wow.
Ferran Torres has
Even
never
at
been a
Manchester, he
striker.
was a winger.
What are we talking
Which
about?
part of the wing, left or right? Because I never see him play from the flank.
He was playing first
Valencia.
nine.
Baba is
now.
playing pure center, man.
No.
You watch him at Valencia.
He plays pure center.
See,
And Valencia, he was a winger.
I would
And
like
he
him-
has the number to show for it.
I
Unlike
would
some
like
people
him-
in Manchester United now that don't have the number to show for it. He has
Okay.
the number to show for
I
it.
don't want to dwell too much on this Barcelona and Rashford deal. Let's hope that he will do well. I'm going to wish everybody good luck. Especially I'm going to wish even all the team challenging for the Premier League, challenging for the Champions League. Everybody, I wish you good luck. Now you go walk. Now you go see your handwork. If Rashford goes there and do well, he's 27 years old. He has a potential. Everybody could see, even a black guy, he has a potential. But I think he needs the right environment for him to show him. Maybe Barcelona might be that environment that he needs to move to the next level. But let's see what happens with him next season. Okay, moving on that transfer, Ekitike is going to move to Liverpool officially. Here we go, and that deal is going to happen. 90 million euros. I think it's huge for him. A guy that just one season wonder. We are talking about Rashford. This one, one season wonder. Now only last season he scored like 24 goals or 23
He reached
goals.
24.
And he's very chef.
You know,
And they even bought Mamouche before him.
Yes, and Mamouche finished.
If he was very good, Man City would have taken him.
So
But
he's going
let me
to
not talk first. I'm coming.
he's going
Finish.
to he's going to move to Liverpool. There are no guarantees that he's going to score 35 goals for Liverpool, and they are going to buy him 90 million euros.
But Godwin, forget about the money for a minute, because we've had this conversation time and time again, and you've told me that, relative to other teams' pockets, 50 million is a small fee. Relative to some teams' pocket, 50 million is
Like,
their
na
whole
choice.
annual budget
Na
for 2
choice.
years. So na choice, that's one. You understand me? Coming back down to the bare necessities, which is when you put a player on the pitch, does he have the leg to play? Does he have the ability to convert? Can he score goals? Yes, tick, tick, tick. So now, Is he going to score 30 goals in a season? My brother, till season start, will go no. But Baba
for Rashford.
Baba has gotten.
Okay.
No, now go and look at the last 2 seasons.
Okay.
Baba has gotten last season. His GA was, I think, 20 something. That speaks a whole lot of volume. Go check last season. Brother man did not have up to 6 GA. So even go check best season. Best season for Rashford was at least 30 GA or 25 GA.
So this guy was 90 million euros to move to Liverpool.
And is what the club thinks he's worth.
Okay.
QED.
Okay, let's see what happens with him.
Let's be honest too.
What do you think that in this particular day, do you think it's going to be a hit for Liverpool? They are spending huge money.
Well, we can't tell. I don't think any striker will be a hit for Liverpool until Salah leaves. For me, I think because everything will still go through Salah.
From the right now.
Because I don't care whether he scored 35 goals. The man that has scored almost 40 goals is still there. And he has just signed a new contract.
And he knows how to score.
But he will be there. I think he's going to be starting for Liverpool because
Yes,
he's going to start. So they're going to have him there, have a Salah on the other side, and maybe Diaz who's not leaving on the other side. He might score some goals. He might, I'm very sure he might score more than 10 or 15 because of the way Liverpool play. But all I'm just saying is this: Liverpool looks very, very, very serious. So they are not giving him the back
But
to
they
do
signed though.
what he
But
wants.
let's move on.
Chiesa and
35 million spent, yes.
Last season,
Last season,
yeah, that's goalkeeper now to step up for this guy. So I think for me, he's a young guy. So even if he doesn't do well this season, he has more seasons to go. But I think it's very, I've seen him. He's fit, he's strong,
yes.
He can run. And Liverpool is a counter-attacking side. He can run very well.
I want to talk about Nunes.
But Nunes will leave. So my own is, why I like Liverpool, my joy with Liverpool is this: they won the league. They already knew whether we win the league or we don't win the league.
Yes.
Is what we want to do next season.
Simple.
Yes. And they have gone out
and executed with precision
and got all the life. For me, all people are shouting for Liverpool. The best signing they've signed for me is left back. Not even who is that the rest is. I watched that boy's highlights and I was mad, and that's why I'm never buying that guy. Because to me, Arsenal left back, no one smelled.
But that one, I still 1 season wonder millions GYOKERES.
Exactly.
You get,
but
so
see the point.
look at
Taking Bournemouth to what they did last season. You know, and you see that Bournemouth are losing their players anyhow because of this guy. So I like what Liverpool is doing, unlike a certain other team that is very stupid, but is okay, which is Arsenal. But we're going to, I hope we'll get there later. And I'm praying and fasting that another team sign GYOKERES and they will learn. But Ekitike, good deal for Liverpool.
To be honest, I was looking at highlights of Ekitike and I saw him dive multiple times and he could even hold the ball.
You know that for England though.
That's what I'm saying. Even where you just set your leg, you don't touch him, he go dive, they find free kick. And I'm like, is this player coming to Liverpool? Because if you continue to dive like this and they give you the penalty, you know you go take him. Now Salah go take the penalty before. And he go they rank up the numbers for Salah, which means more penalties to Mo Salah. So are you coming to the Premier League to dive? Are you coming to the Premier League to show us that you're physical and you have long legs to guide your ball?
But try it. It's got 22 goals. Not competition last season.
It's got 22 goals. And this is a player that I think from French Ligue 1. I think he's from PSG in 2024. He moved.
Yeah.
Now look at it now. From PSG, he wasn't really starting.
He's not starting. Not really.
He wasn't really starting.
I didn't even know he was existing.
He got some where they play. He go maybe if he play 10 minutes. We don't go to notice him because we talk about Mayolu now because Mayolu can score final goal for Champions League final. Still score against Real Madrid. So we'll talk about him because we don't know his name. Say put his name for big matches. For Hugo, he wasn't there. Now him playing for Frankfurt after 1 year, playing from the bench because most matches the bench. Playing from the bench to get those numbers of goals.
22 goals, 12
to get those numbers of goals. Playing from the bench most of the times. If he comes to Liverpool, I think those numbers will probably go up.
Okay, let's see. It's possible to go up. It's possible to go down. As I said, all this transfer. Remember, PSG signed 270 plus million euros player, Rumours and Mbuemo. None of them were hit, and all of them came. One of them came from Frankfurt. Mbuemo came from Frankfurt to PSG. So and he moved. So it's a 50-50 but I hope that this transfer goes well for him. But other news for Liverpool is that Chiesa is going to leave Liverpool after 1 season at Liverpool. Other clubs in Italy is looking for him. He's not even part of the squad that travel for the preseason. So Diaz is another player that Bayern Munich will come back for another bid. And I think that Diaz is looking at that bid to move. I don't know why, but if he doesn't get that move, he'll stay at Liverpool. He's one of their mainstay. Part of the reason they won the league last season. But Bayern Munich will come back for another big bid for him next season. For Manchester United, we have told you already on Saturday that Mbuemo as he was going to move from from Brentford to Manchester United. He has completed his deal, his medical yesterday.
After 2 months.
Yeah, so he's going to throughout this week. He's going to sign officially for Manchester United. We are talking about Manchester United truthfully. I don't want to enter that debate again. But let's see what happens with him. Okay, talking about another team that are going to sell their players is Chelsea. Chelsea brought in Sa and sold him after just 1 month. Not sold him, he's out on loan.
No, they signed him and he remained in the club for 1 year.
He came for the club.
No, he came for the club World Cup.
Didn't
play 1 minute, and he's back to the club he went on loan for. It's the same thing of now me get the two club, make it play for EFS. I don't sign and make it play for EFS until chance day.
And
so
he signed the 8 year
I import. I put you in this. If I put you for a warehouse, you go there warehouse, you don't go get play time, and if you be good if you sport because now you're not playing, you might get rusty. Now this is a good move as owning 2 sister clubs. You send him back to the club he came from on loan. You send him back there on loan, play there, develop yourself. Now look at how Strasbourg finished in the French League last season. They did not do like the Bologna and the rest of them and the other teams that came and they want to finish in the top 6. They played and they stayed. Let's play in the French League. Let's not compete for titles. Let's just compete in the French League. And they stayed in the French League. They stayed up. Now I'm saying Chelsea sending him back is for him to be there and not get rusty.
Okay, let's see what happens with Sa. Sa is going to move to Strasbourg and in Ligue 1. He signed for Chelsea 8 years contract this summer, but officially he's going to go back. Chelsea are loaning most of this. I think one of their goalkeeper they brought in from Genk is going to go to Strasbourg on loan too. So they are just sending all the players. But remember, they still have Chilwell on their wage bill. They still have Sterling. They need to find a solution for this player.
And Felix too.
And Felix and this guy that went to Aston Villa did not even play much. What is his name again?
Balashire?
No.
Disasi
is still there. So they have a lot of players they need to let go.
You still play much?
He didn't really play much. I think it started well.
I think I saw him only like 3 games.
He started well and somehow
Aston Villa.
he started well.
He played many games.
Right back. He was playing right back.
They just had injury crisis.
They brought him because of injury, but everybody became him and he was dropped to the bench. And they knew that they're not going to sign him. There's no way they are going to trust him if they are not going to sign him. Yes, so I think that one was just a major move. So let's see what happens with Chelsea and hopefully this boy Sa, I think I've watched his highlight a little bit. I think he's a good player, but Chelsea is a big club. You need to really prove yourself before maybe you can go to play for Chelsea. But let's see what happens with Chelsea. We talked about Liverpool already. Man City are not on the news yet because they signed all their players before the Club World Cup. But we are seeing one player they are going to talk about is Trafford. Henderson is talking with Galatasaray now as I'm talking to you. He's going to move to Galatasaray if the deal works out for both. Henderson in January wanted to go to Saudi. It did not work out. Or is it last season or this January? January he went to go to Saudi. It didn't work out. Now Pep somehow convinced him. He played 6 months. Now he's negotiating. He had agreed personal terms with Galatasaray. But the problem is that is the transfer they are looking at, the fee they are looking at. If he moves, then Trafford is going to come back to Manchester City. The question is, if he comes, will he start at number 1?
No.
Or he will start drop
I
on
think that guy will start at number 1. I think Pep likes that guy, Ortega. And for every single time he has played, I think he has done well. Don't forget, two seasons ago, Ortega was the reason Arsenal did not win the league. There was one save that guy made last minute against I can't remember the player with that one that Pep fell on the ground and almost fainted.
Okay, against Spurs.
Against Spurs, because they had lost that match. Arsenal won that day, and Arsenal have won that league by maybe 1 point. So it's Pep used to like him. And what Pep does is whether you are doing very well, win World Cup, once it's League Cup, Carabao Cup, Ortega is number 1. Yes. He doesn't care. Yes. So I think he has served a lot to show that he can be number 1 in Manchester City. Don't forget, City basically are not a team who needs a goalkeeper. So let me be sincere. City can actually play without goalkeeper safe because the ball rarely gets there because they always hold the ball. But I think if he leaves, Trafford will come back, or City can go and get a marquee goalkeeper signing. There's nothing they cannot do. They have the money.
Trafford is a good goalkeeper signing. One of the best goalkeepers in the championship.
The buyback clause is 40 million pounds.
Yes.
So for me, I think let's see. For me, if the goalkeeper leaves, he has tried. He has given his all, his best to Manchester City. Let him go to Turkey and enjoy his life, or go to Saudi Arabia and go and play with the OSIMHEN.
And I think Trafford is a good
goalkeeper, yes.
Because when company was there, he started playing out from the back. So he's good at playing out from the back, which one of the things Pep likes in his goalkeeper. So if he's trying to buy him back, that means you're actually watching. He has been following him, thinking that okay, probably this guy is young and he might do well. Pep can do magic and bring him and starting at number 1. It's possible
I'm
for
not
Pep to
seeing
do
that
it.
happening right
It's
now.
possible for Pep to do it, but let's
Not
see.
ahead of Ortega. Any other goalkeeper that will do that. I mean, if we get a Costa or we get somebody else, hey,
Nobody's bidding. People are not bidding for Costa. You keep talking about Costa.
Bro,
There's no bid for Costa.
The only
speak
rumor,
into the atmosphere.
the only rumor for Costa at some point was Man United.
Yeah,
Now we
nobody
just-
just rumored that one Costa. Nobody else.
Man United, nobody else, not even Man City. Let's say if Man United scouts player, other players will go by. So as Man United don't scout them, John Costa say he good. Now he make the campaign
I've been following Costa for some seasons,
You
Come
particularly,
on,
but Man United
I
have been
know
following
who
him for
Costa
2
is.
seasons now.
Yes.
Okay, let's see if Manchester United is going
And
to
for
buy
me,
this
I
guy.
think what is going to be the problem for Henderson leaving is the clause, or perhaps let's say the fee. Because I saw somewhere, I don't know if my eye they pay me, I was seeing 30, but no, I'm not going to see the zero clearly for the back. I was seeing £3 million. And I'm like, are you selling this guy for £3 million or €3 million, £2.6 million? Henderson, like how?
He never old. How old is he? He's a small boy.
It's about
31.
That's 3 years.
But
3 years.
not try
What
now.
are we saying, man?
So I don't let him go for free. Collect more money. £2 million is big money for them. You can pay 7 players salary for that week. You don't know. £2 million in UK.
Yes.
How much is that money? What are you talking about?
Okay, if
For
you
a
can
world
play.
class goalkeeper, a Champions League winning goalkeeper.
Oh, guy, don't pass.
the time don't pass now.
Don't try now. You try.
Simple.
He better make go on free now.
So
There
if
you
he-
go on free now.
But let's see what happens with him. If he goes to Gala, then they are going to buy in Trafford from Burnley. I think it's going to be a good move for that young boy if he gets to go back to City, because if he goes by, at least he's sure that he's going to play, even if it's FA Cup or
Yes.
the Carling Cup and the Carabao Cup and other these small cups until he's. I know Pep is crazy sometimes. I have remember sometimes he just dropped Ederson for no reason. Played Ortega for 5 games
Yes,
straight.
it's possible.
He can do that. So he can try maybe middle of the season. He can try for 5 games in a row. If he does well, you are my number 1, and that is it. So he can take that risk and go to Manchester City this season. Well, at least it's not be Burnley in the play. Burnley and Man City are the same team. But let's see what happens with him. Okay, let's talk about Arsenal a little bit. GYOKERES is still. I don't even know what's happening with GYOKERES. I don't know if it's going up or going down. The deal just disappeared.
Why you not
from
giving
team,
their delayed spirit now?
just giving a team just disappeared in team and nobody knows what is happening. Even though that the rumor is still saying that he's maintaining his position that he's going to go to Arsenal. But I don't know if it's the add-on, because the agent took away some money. Even him, GYOKERES took away for some of his signing fee just to make that move happen. But it's not still happening.
The issue is add-ons, number 1. Then the issue is also Sporting. Don't forget. Sporting's chairman is a mafia. That guy doesn't care about anybody. 2 things are basically what I see as because I've been making all the calls and research and everything. The thing is this: the first installment they want is quite big. Arsenal has spent quite a lot to take that risk. The Arsenal gave them, winning the league, winning the Champions League, and the Sporting knows this is, like we say now, this is football. You may win it, good. You may not win it, our money will be delaying. Number 2, like you said, add-ons. All these things they remove. Then number 3, Sporting wants to be very sure they have secured the striker they want to get from Spain
Yes.
first. Once that guy finally signs, makes all his whatever document
signing.
cleared, they cannot say go, because in case that one doesn't go through, because they can have a way and say we're not doing it again. When you finish going on strike, you will come back, because after 1 month you don't lose form. You come back and play.
No, he said it. The person was said it. If he does not move,
He will play.
he will come back. He will be fine and
And he will still
apologize to the team, and he will still
Yeah, but
play.
the problem for me is this: Arsenal have made good signings. Right now, the truth is, even if they don't sign all these, what are they calling it, all those Eze and the rest,
So I think they are made.
And
If
they are
they
good
bring
to go.
GYOKERES, they are good to go.
so why not just find the final last push and pay the money? Because this guy is worth every single penny Sporting is asking for.
Yes.
You've gotten a defender, you've gotten a winger, you've gotten a midfielder that you're looking for, you've gotten a goalkeeper. What Arsenal needs right now is just that striker. Even if they don't get Eze or anybody, they can keep Martinelli and
Trossard.
Now those 2 boys you carry second last season.
Yes.
What you don't have is the front. So if it's just £5 million we're arguing about, pay the money and close
go.
your season
Thank you.
for the season. You have done it, but you're just been slow. I don't know why.
If you are a club that have sense now, you would have tidied your GYOKERES before tidying Madueke.
I agree.
What are we saying?
Like Man United that has tidied Javi Guerrero. They are saying it's 80 million pounds, but they've agreed deal. They say wait first.
Let's do winger first.
Exactly.
Mbuemo.
20 we don't agree, nothing. No worry. We go pay you 80 million, we'll go pay you 60. But I think Valencia has agreed to collecting 60 million, and they've agreed to pay 50 to 60 million pounds or euros for Guerrero. But first, let's announce this guy, because if you don't understand this guy, if he affects this one, and I think that's the same thing that happened with Galatasaray and OSIMHEN, when Napoli said you have to pay this amount first. You get Arsenal has spread Pepe's payment, they spread to 8 years. But I
never play how many years don't run.
I never play how many years don't run.
They have learned.
Now, Arsenal wants to spread another 8 years. And Sporting is telling you no. 3 installments is okay. 75 million pounds you've agreed. Fine, 3 installments. And I think from Mbuemo, that was the same thing that delayed the move. Yes. How many installments? And Man United agreed to about 4 installments or so, which they start now to pay. Now Arsenal is saying we can pay in 6 installments or so if you go.
Why?
But this is what you need.
Pay the money and rest.
We also need money to buy players. So if you're going to pay in 3 installments,
Arsenal will sell like 4 players. They'll sell 4 players. They'll still get money because Zicheko will go. Tene has already left. Tomiyasu is leaving. So you're going to get some money again. So what is the issue? Sign this guy, pay the money, and relax. This was the best. I wish
again from the
Madrid had money.
And the young team, the young setup, they can sell from the young setup as well.
I wish Madrid had money. Madrid, they had money and they needed the number 9. I wanted someone to go and buy this guy. So Arsenal will learn. Pay this thing and let us rest.
There are rumors the Man United wants to hijack the deal. But
you know, the player said he's not going anywhere. That's the latest.
So
the same thing. So if Man United wants to hijack this deal now, it means Man United want to.
Because if a player wants you and he's showing the whole world he wants you too show the whole world that you want to go the extra mile. But Arsenal not go hear what.
See Galatasaray.
Till 1 week to go.
They went the extra. OSIMHEN. Okay, you want what? See, 60 million. No, 170 million. We'll make it 75, 50 million. Until they agree the deal.
Okay, for Victor OSIMHEN to Galatasaray, here we go. Club has exchanged a document. Yesterday he's going to sign that contract and move to Turkey. They will pay 40 million euros now. Then 35 million euros in 1 year next year.
Simple.
Just 2 installments they are going to pay for OSIMHEN, and the part of the clause that Galatasaray cannot sell OSIMHEN to any Italian club in the next 2 years. So OSIMHEN is going to play. I told you, part of the thing that is going to push OSIMHEN is that World Cup next season. He needs to be a club that at least he knows that he's going to play and get his. And they are playing Champions League next season. They just need to get their act together.
I hope they meet in the Champions League
and play very well. But let's see.
Napoli will beat them.
No.
Napoli will beat at 8 years. The number to call is 0706 048 5853. Back to our YouTube channel at Volt FM Sport. And Kenzie, welcome to the show. Say good morning, guys, in the studio. Please, any new signing for Chelsea again? People are trying to sell the one.
Yeah.
Ekitike won't be under pressure at Liverpool because Liverpool has Mo Salah. He can score 15 or 20 goals. Say any news on Simons to Chelsea? I think Chelsea and
Arsenal are looking at that.
Even the Xavi Simons is going nowhere.
They are looking at those deals. Rumors they are looking at both those deals. Chelsea.
These are just agents want promote this guy. Make it say big teams they come for him.
Okay, Amos, welcome to the show. Amos, thank you for joining us on today's show. Remember, guys, if you are hearing me now on radio or if you are here on YouTube, please remember to subscribe to our channel. Okay, Amos is saying good morning, guys. I agree to now. I like that. Okay, I like that ladies. Oh, it's John.
It's John. It's John.
Okay, it's football knowledge is on top. Okay, I've been trying to join you people via phone line, but it's been impossible. Rashford deal is a risky deal for both. Okay.
Yes.
I want to hear anything else for you. Say yes.
Because back I might decide not to pay the full release buy clause. And they'll pay fine.
It's better. It's better I pay a 5 million fine and let the player
increase the fine now.
You know me.
Whether you work in no one, let him finish this season first. We'll then discuss about that one. Okay, a Liverpool fan joining. Okay, my name is Amos, Liverpool's first son. Okay, no problem.
They are always on the loud. Liverpool fans. They are always on the loud.
The number to call again is 0706 048 5853. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Good morning, that's in the studio.
Good morning.
Yes, good
Name and
morning.
location, please.
Raja from Cross River.
Okay, what is the contribution?
Arsenal is really messing up things for their fans. I can't imagine you battling over the signing of one striker that you desperately need for how many weeks. Not as if the money is not there. The club just has this heritage of stinginess in them. And I say, anywhere I go to watch my match at the Arsenal fan, people want that the Arsenal has not won the Champions League. I say yes. Anytime they want to win, they know what to do. It's simple. If you want to win big trophies, gather big players.
Simple.
And that is what Arsenal has failed to do in recent years. And I'm not blaming the fans for pouring out their anger. I don't know if they want fans to contribute money and pay for this GYOKERES.
Go for it.
How can you keep battling for a player for it's shameful. A club like Arsenal cannot even pay 70 or 71 million pounds for a player like GYOKERES. It's sad as an Arsenal fan. I'm not happy about this. They wrote and signed Madrid. Where they needed a striker, you would have gone for a striker first.
Thank you.
The club is really getting us upset. For how many years we haven't won the league? After the invisible, the champions we haven't won. Even players that just coming up the run have won it. And they are still there backing over the sign of a player who can give you at least 20 goals per season. It's shameful. And I know they are not. I know the Arsenal. I know this deal is not going to go through.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's very possible. Very possible. You can hear stories tomorrow morning.
PSG has been
They will announce
signing players until they win. Now they can cool down and they can sign
And
young
work
players.
and now raise players.
They have been signing players every single season. Romani, 90 million euros, no work. You sell Ramos, you know work. You sell.
It's not how much did they bet?
Yeah,
But the truth is this. The truth is, you don't really need Madueke that team.
You don't
Thank
need
you.
That money, add it to your current get him. Because this guy can play that. Your boy has grown up. My Nigerian brother.
Yes, one area.
What he can play from that? You have Tosada Martinelli on this side. You have second one every day. You have gotten. You actually have
for all the guys.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay.
Name and location, please.
Bishop,
Okay.
I can understand the frustration from Arsenal fans. Yes, the last cover. Full of emotions. I understand. Yeah, even PSG have left them in that league. But it's not. Seriously, they really need the strikers, I think. But I don't know what is going on. But they are sure they will bring him. It's all about negotiations, the way they want to play the structure. That is what is winning now. And the add-on, he will come. Don't worry, let me control that fan. He will come. I just want to use Man U to make you guys to rush and pay. Understand? Not like Man U did not really bid and really wanted to bid. He will come. Just take it from me. He will come. I am your agent now. Before I go, congrats to my man. You know him, Rashford.
Doctor. MCB.
I am happy for the move.
Yes.
But he really need to work hard for him to play in that team.
Thank you.
He has good players in his position. And even in the strike, that is Lewandowski. Lewandowski is a better goal scorer than him. He's a good, but a better goal scorer than Rashford. We know all these things, but he can work hard and fit in. Yes, he can work hard and fit in. He can do it. The Carreras is not better than Rashford. If he wants to work, he can work in and Carreras is playing. So Rashford also can play. Because you need to work hard. That's all you need to do. Don't relax. You take that effort. You play. Who says you can't perform? I love the move. Even though I'm a Madrid fan, I hate Barcelona, but for the Rashford, I want him to improve and play and fit in.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, that's my own prayer for him.
The most telling line in that statement was, if you want to work,
He will, because as Flick we run that guy ragged.
We shouldn't even be having that conversation of if you want to work in the first place.
See the last 6 months at Aston Villa. Come on, you will
The
do
truth is,
well.
he will do well.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Name and location, please.
Speaking from Abana.
Okay, Chibike, what's your contribution?
Yes, sir, I just joined now. Is there any transfer news like for Barcelona and Chelsea?
Barcelona, people just signed
Barcelona
Rashford.
just signed Rashford on loan.
Chelsea
are still looking for who will come and pay 80 million for Jackson.
Okay.
All right. Thank you very much. Okay.
This is supposed to sell for 2 million. Then the man who will buy at 80 million.
No, that's will go to United.
You go to where?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Name and location, please.
My name is Obada. I'm calling from Enugu. Well, thank God the rebel is gone. The other, Sancho.
Sancho is still there.
Freedom fighter stand out well. He did the team with a full chest.
He will end up going to Juventus. He will
Yes,
just
they
go.
remove so that they are play flex to other players there. And I want to know how much the Man U made out of this match deal, the Langas deal, I think they made some money.
Yes, they made about 6 million. Sorry,
How much?
about 6 million. Total of 13 million.
Sell on, yeah.
Sell on clause. Total of 13 million from both Elanga and Carreras going to Real Madrid. So total of about 13 million plus. 13 million pounds.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
All
I
right.
hope that's the shoot. Please move so we can have some peace of mind.
All right. Thank you very much. Okay.
Is it peace of mind? You know, they need players that will help them to grow.
No, at least you need to clear out
You need to
first.
clear out
So that when
with
the
the
players are
old
there, you
first.
come to
Out
fresh
with
No,
the old
no
first.
senior player in the world wants to go to Manchester
Then
United.
in with the new.
Yes, argue it now. Let's show me who be world class player. When a world class player, choose a world class player.
what class prospect? So wait, wait. But wait, now it doesn't Mbuemo and Kuya no be world class
They are
player.
not work like
But Saka na world class player.
So
if
if they bring Saka now, bring Mbuemo for 1 to you. Choose Mbuemo.
I go choose Mbuemo
Now
now.
my friend come on, leave that.
Distance cover,
Leave that
ground
talk. Leave that talk.
cover.
You're talking
I go
about.
choose Jared Bowen.
Leave that talk. You're
Distance
talking
cover.
about. You can't even say that. You're talking
Deny
about.
yourself.
West Ham,
Eh?
they
Bowen
This
now.
man. I thought that's what you're saying.
Okay, let's take
Saka will
some calls.
stroll into Barcelona team and start.
Anything.
Ahead of your man.
Anything.
Yeah, hello, good morning.
Rafa go play 10.
World-class player, why Saka na world-class player?
Good morning. Name and location of chest.
You say wait, repeat that.
Then at least,
Okay, what is the contribution?
Mbuemo is a world-class prospect.
Okay, prospect. That's for 26 years. Okay.
Wait.
He and a talent, no be world-class player. But that one aside, I'm talking about Liverpool. I'm a Liverpool fan.
Oh,
Okay.
beautiful.
All right.
This Ekitike deal, I'm still saying it, till tomorrow. Unless he starts to perform, I know that Ekitike is better than Darwin Núñez.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? But the last time Liverpool spent that kind of amount on a striker,
And the Carroll.
it didn't work out well.
And the Carroll, right?
You understand?
Yeah. I
Yes.
remember, yes.
Akaro.
I just pray that he carries all his flair and goal scoring ability from Germany with him. You know, we just drop him there for entrance.
You know what Florian Rees. You know what Florian Rees.
Okay.
You know what Florian Rees. He no perform
Against Leeds.
first match.
And another thing, I want that, like, I prefer Luis Diaz leaving than Darwin Núñez. You know why?
Yeah, why?
Then the guy we signed from Chelsea under 18, really Mbuemo. He's a Nigerian descent.
Okay.
He scored a goal yesterday at the 5-0 win at
Yeah, closed up, friendly at Stoke City, yes.
Yes. So I prefer Luis Diaz leaving so that he can pave way for Rio to bust into the first team without any challenge.
Now, wow.
Yes, I think he should be 17 or so. He can challenge, he can bench Kodikapo.
Oh wow.
Wait, he can bench the cap. Now, wow.
Oh wow.
Now, wow.
All right.
It's not our sentiment. You can go and watch him. Watch him is in the...
This one match.
Team.
Okay. All right, no problem. Thank you very much.
We can balance the book, but if the winner stays back, with the competition of Hugo, you understand, he can step up his game. With them helping each other out in the front line. I prefer him staying back so that he can improve as a player. He scored the hat-trick under 14 minutes.
Yeah, yes, yesterday, yes.
He can build on the momentum going into the season.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, let's see what happens with Liverpool and all that.
This Yamal incident only affect everybody.
Every club.
Thinking.
You know, this is what is understand. Their clubs that don't
17-year-old.
do this. Besides Barcelona, maybe a certain Man City club that can bring in 17-year-olds and start.
And
Liverpool,
managers that can do it have gone.
They've gone. It will not happen.
See, and all these things can play out by luck. For example, Yamal started playing because of injuries. Then he started performing. They will not come and just throw you.
Now
For
it's
example,
Diaz.
when they played at all for Arsenal because of injuries. If everybody was fit, no,
You
you
know,
not even
when they
see-
came back, okay, they go bench.
You not even
That's
see one
straight
of
up.
If you go bench, managers like that, if you go bench, 60 minutes ago, see some what person.
Yeah.
Put you.
know,
Manager fit do that kind of thing where this guy they talk now Pep Guardiola.
They don't do
Alex
Liverpool.
Ferguson.
Liverpool.
Even as a lot no fit try am.
Okay, let's see what happens with these transfers. Everybody's trying to make transfers and bring in their players for next season. Remember, the league starts in August, so it's going to be interesting. Finally, on our YouTube channel, Flocky is saying, congratulations to our Super Falcons with what a 5-star performance is. They won, I think day 4 yesterday, on Saturday, 5-0 in that particular encounter. They are going to play tomorrow in the South Africa tomorrow in the semi-final of the Women's African Cup of Nations. And okay, Lilian is saying final the GYOKERES deal. That's so. Okay, with paparazzi beat is saying Arsenal will sign GYOKERES. Okay, Jaja finally is saying I'm hearing Jackson to United is in advanced stages. How true? No, there's no truth in that one. Finally, on our YouTube channel, he said Nunes has more hits for Liverpool than Daiz. He should go, and Liverpool like sell left winger. Okay, let's see what happens with Liverpool and all their transfer matters. Tomorrow we'll come back and talk about more transfers. Thank you for joining us on today's show. Thank you for all those that join us on our YouTube channel. You people thank you very much. People that are listening to us, all our family members. Not all of us are family in this particular show. We are all family. We banter ourselves. Hopefully next season when we start, we'll banter ourselves very much. But tomorrow we'll come back and give you more transfer news. My name is Godwin, and have a wonderful day.
Hello Enugu, and welcome to Vote 104.3.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
They said yes.
That's for seeing the follow fans mouth. Nobody has.
So they leave.
If you said yes, I understand.
So you say that
17-year-old bench Gakpo.
Yeah, that's so the player. They go start the coach.
You better make Elliott just come play for that position.
You know, we can play from that left because Zobo's side is still there. Most times, from we to play from that left.
See the middle, If Zobo's like McAllister and Luis. That's the first.
Reverend Bench
Go still there.
So we go bench.
Defensive.
Who will go bench?
Nine be the team.
No,